How do? Time for another beer review. For this one, we're going to a beer that I picked up in Morrison's. It's from Weetwiid Ales and it's called Cheshire Cat. It's a blonde ale coming in at 4%. They're out of Cheshire, as you would expect with a name like that. If you've seen my Northern Monk um, Faith in the Tropics video that I put up recently, one of the um, more recent videos that I put up, I was in Morrison's. It's not a shop I normally go in. I went looking for Stranick, it wasn't in. I was really disappointed with the supermarket just in terms of its beer selection and just its just look, to be honest. But I bought some trad beers while I was there, so I picked this one up. Never had it before. I got a couple to review if I get round to them. But since I have done that video, I've heard that there's a new Northern Monk beer that's gone into Morrison's called Heaven. I've had a Heaven before from Northern Monk, but it's a different version of it. So if I'm at that end of town, I'll try and get it again. But it's an Imperial Stout, but I've got a dark beer box coming from Trembling Madness, so I'm not in any rush to go out and get it, just because I've got other beers to have. But we'll see what this one's like. I did want to get a few more. Whoa, that's a gusher. That's a good start. That was a real good start. So there you go. We've got a gusher. Right, I'll save that bit in the bottom. So that's real high levels of clarity. That the bottle's describing it as blonde, and it is. That's a real straw colour. It's got a real knobhead, Paul Whitehead on that, as you'd expect from me, and steady flow bubbles going up. The bottle's got a very generic description on it. It says on the eye blonde, on the nose citrusy fruity, and on the taste smooth biscuity. So on the nose. Yeah, I see what they mean. There's no real fruit that is jumping out, to be honest. If I had to push, I'd say grapefruit. But yeah, it's just a general, generic fruit aroma, really. Right, let's dive in. Cheers. I it's got a slight tang up front. Um, the biscuit, I'm not really picking up. Maybe slightly in the aftertaste, but it's really just this. There's like a tang. It's like a grapefruit orange kind of medley thing. More probably leaning towards grapefruit for me, but and I've got a messy table. It's an easy drinking, um, serviceable beer for me. It's not a style that I'm a massive fan of, to be honest, but it's okay. It's okay for the style, and I don't feel ripped off. It was in like a 4 for 3 offer. It's quite a generic beer. That's not to be nasty in any way. I just think it's just a solid run of the mill beer that is a very safe supermarket choice. In a 4 for 3, you won't make a big mistake buying this one. It's just not very exciting. I picked I picked up an Oakham, Morrison's own pale ale. So I do be honest, I've got high hopes for that one because I do think Oakham bottles are pretty decent on the whole. So hopefully that should be good. But yeah, this is solid. Safe, solid, dependable beer. Fruity, that tang up front. It mellows out a bit more as you had a couple of sips. I'm starting to pick up a bit more of that biscuit flavour now that that was mentioned on the bottle. It's an alright one. So that is Cheshire Cat. I'll add that to my Morrison's playlist. Thank you for watching and on to the next one. Cheers.